Yeah, I have one concrete example just to build on that. And point of clarification, the name incubator may be confusing because we're doing, Josh, exactly what you said you're doing, which is we're building new businesses for Munich Re. And that's why I too believe it's really important, because these things will leave the incubator, the successful ones that we're launching, and we've already exited some, which means they go back into a business unit, or they could just become their own new business unit. With respect to changing behaviors, so one of the things, this was a new muscle for leadership. I wanted to separate out that this type of work is so different that it is not like a quarterly business review. And so when you have an executive team that's used to meeting quarterly and going through the routine, the important work that's done, and I've been in those seats before, that this is so different that we created a separate board. And I picked certain key influencers from across Munich Re to be part of that, who, in knowing that the work we're doing can be disruptive, could help us in the future, and they have, with breaking down barriers and saying, well, this is why we need to do this. And I think the important thing is two things. One, we actually had a bit of a training. We had an education session for them to say, this is why this is different. Here are the questions that you should ask at these stages. Asking this question is too soon for a particular venture that's at this stage. We don't need to know that now, even though they're the core of running a business, a large business, is those are right questions for that. They're not always the right questions for the work that we're doing at the time we're doing it. And we have a really open-minded set of leaders. They just absorbed all of that, and so we'd have little training cards as we went from meeting to meeting every couple of months to say, remember, we're at this stage now. Here are the questions that you should be asking, and it really does help to have that approach.